guys, and welcome back to the Beach Channel, talking everything real estate with me, Lucy Demeo, my dog Moo Moo. And today I have Karl Hueck here from the Lab Realty Group. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, actually, you're one of the first who hasn't butchered it.
Really?
Usually they say
Hueck.
but it's Hueck.
So you know what I find really interesting about you is that you are the founder of the Lab.
Yes.
You also have a marketing company.
Yes, correct.
And I try not to talk with my guests before we start rolling because, but you were telling me some really interesting, like the concept behind it.
Oh, no, yeah, definitely. I'd love to share that. And also I'm the co-founder of the Lab with my partner, George Cansobello. We started the Lab about a year. The idea
What does it stand for, if you don't mind me asking?
The Lab, I'm really glad you asked that. So when I was thinking about opening the Lab, I was in the car with my photographer, and my photographer, I was telling him, hey, look, I think I'm going to take the leap of faith and open my own brokerage. I think it's about time.
Wow.
My partner, George, at the time was contacting me and telling me, Karl, let's do this. I will say I was 42 at that time. I said, if I'm ever going to do this, I got to do it now because I'm no spring chicken, right?
Oh,
so
you look great.
Thank you so much. So long story short, Jason told me, what are you going to call it? My photographer, Jason. And I go, I don't know. I want something that flows off the tongue. And he told me like this. He goes, Karl, you're like the chemist. Like you're always inventing new things.
Oh, I love that.
He goes, Karl, you're always in the lab. And I go, oh my goodness. That's it.
That's it.
It's the Lab. The
and
Lab
it
Realty
really
Group.
stands out.
No, definitely.
It really does.
And it makes sense because also too, you know, like what we're about, which we'll get into in a little bit. It makes sense, you know, with our style and what we do. So that's how the Lab.
Unique.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it, by the way.
I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
So you've been doing real estate for 10 years.
Yes.
And we were saying how difficult it is to get out there and be different. But let me tell you, the listings that you and your brokerage have are insane.
Thank you so much. And we've worked really hard for it, you know, and I come from, you know, I don't come from wealth or from a silver spoon. And hey, if you come from that, great, that's, you know, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So we had to earn it, and we had to earn it with—
You mean you're not a brat?
Absolutely not.
Sorry, everyone.
No. And I always tell people, you know, we've always came from, you know, from a David and Goliath, you know, we're always, you know, the underdog, and we always have to win.
And prove yourself.
And prove yourself. And then through the years, we had to prove ourselves with talent. And the way I got into, you know, listings in the luxury space was I had to win. I had to beat, you know, the agent who's been in that area for a long time. And I know the only way I had even a fighting chance was I had to work 2,000 times harder for them. I had to, you know, I couldn't win with my numbers because I didn't have them yet.
Yeah.
I couldn't win because of my network because I didn't have it yet.
Yeah.
But what I did have is I had a creative way of showing properties.
Yeah.
And I used that for my marketing company.
And a hustler.
Oh, yes.
A true hustler. You have to be a true hustler.
Definitely. You have to have it in you. And I'm very happy to say, and I share with my agents, and I'll share, you know, with your audience, I lost 2,000 times more than I won, just so that you know. So I always share with everybody. I'm glad you said
that because people always say, you know, these success stories, and you really do have to hit rock bottom to get them.
Definitely, and you have to try and keep going. And I know it's cliche and everyone talks about it, but I tell everyone it took. Every time I went to a listing appointment for 10 million, 5 million, and I lost, you know, to the big names in the business, I learned something from it. And then I took that and I made my presentation better. I made my service better. I asked the right questions. And it's 10 years, you know, and again, I tell people I'm still not even anywhere near where I want to be. I'm still, I call it the wolf climbing the mountain. I'm not the fat wolf at the top that's lazy. And
I don't think you ever would be that fat wolf at the top. I can't see that.
No, you know, but sometimes we get listings too because, you know, the bigger agents at certain points maybe feel, you know, maybe their service has gone down because they're already well fed.
Yeah.
So, you know
it's
really
funny that you
hungry.
said that. I find through experience of like, you know, talking to people that the high level agents tend to not be available when you're calling them.
Definitely.
And they get lazy. And it's sad because they have these massive homes that are multi-million-dollar homes, and they're not answering, you know.
No, definitely. And again, look, you know, I get it. They're definitely busy, and we're all striving to be them because, again, at the end of the day, I respect all of them, and they've all earned their Purple Hearts, right? Because they've kind of, you know, worked their way up there. But definitely, I think what happens, you know, to us as humans is that once, you know, we're satisfied or maybe things are flowing well, you have a few cracks in the foundation. And then what happens is There's someone hungry like me that wants your spot. And you got to be careful, you know.
That's it. You can't be lazy because someone will take over.
That's right, because someone will come in and give that person that you didn't give them your all, and give them your all and win that business. And I'll say I've won business and kept it, you know, thank God, thank you to all my clients, because they had the big agents and they gave me a shot, and they gave me one shot, and I'm very thankful that
you just
for today.
need that one chance.
That one chance, and then you got to prove yourself.
I know.
You got to give that 10,000%, because if you think, oh, I got it, and no, absolutely not. We're in the service business, so why wouldn't you give your clients 10,000% from the $2 million house to the $50 million house?
Go above and beyond.
That's right. Always. No matter what the situation is, even if you're losing, even if you have no showings, even if they're not, the market's not reacting to your price, you took the job to sell it at that price. So you better work, your butt off to sell it, because you took on that job, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I totally agree. So do you want to talk about some of your listings?
Sure. We have a bunch. I'll talk about some of mine, and maybe I can share some of the brokerage.
I mean, the one that's on the screen now, oh my God, it looks insane.
No, that house is absolutely beautiful. I love that house because I love the history of that house. My client actually built that house for himself and for his family, right?
So where is it in Pinecrest?
That house is in Pinecrest. It's 63.
To have land like that?
Oh, yes. I mean, that house is sitting on a beautiful lot, a huge lot, over an acre.
Goodness.
The house was built for himself and for his family.
Is he a celebrity, or is he like a sports person?
Yeah, he's a Major League Baseball player. Yeah. And a quick thing about it, which I loved, is that he was walking us in the house, and there's a bathroom, and they chose a certain color for it, and we're like, oh, why did you go with this style? And he goes, because this is my sister's room, and I let her choose whichever color that she wanted.
Oh my
goodness. It's beautiful. Yes, he actually put an elevator in the house for one of a lady who's worked with him throughout his career. At a certain point, she was working with losing weight, so he put an elevator in the house so she can go up and down. So the house was built for the comfort of his family, which is beautiful, number one. Also, the distribution is phenomenal. It's a family house mixed with, an entertainment super home. Say, oh my goodness.
Is that like a fire pit?
It's a fire pit with a waterfall, and he has outdoor commercial style bathrooms so people can, he has an amazing cabana bath. He has a dog park. He even has, he has a sandbox to work out. I can go on and on about this house, but honestly, as far as, all the details, and you can tell the difference when someone built a house for themselves than when they're building a spec home to sell. The details of this house.
But the only problem is that, does that become a problem when you have to sell it?
You know what? It can be, but thankfully for this home, the way they built it can work for, it's very, I would say, neutral, meaning it can work for all different types of lifestyles. What's beautiful about this house is that, like I was saying, it works for the bachelor or for the perfect family man.
For the perfect,
or family, for family
and
dinner. Oh no, yes, that staircase is an imperial staircase. It was actually inspired by the Roaring '20s. The Gatsby film, those big, breathtaking staircase. As soon as you walk in, that's what you see in that house. And of course, look how beautiful it is that you see straight through the house into the pool and the waterfall that actually has fire on top. As you can see, I'm so excited. You know what it is that I love it so much that you should see my showings.
I was going to say, when people walk in, it's like breathtaking.
Oh my goodness. It's honestly, it's one of those houses that you don't forget. That's for sure.
Definitely. And I love Pinecrest. I think Pinecrest is so, my son goes to school in Pinecrest. So when you drive through the windy roads and it's so private, it's just beautiful.
And the canopy of, the trees, and it's beautiful.
It really is.
It's like peaceful.
It's very peaceful.
Yes, definitely.
Not like Miami.
No.
How many bedrooms and how many bathrooms?
That one it has 8 bedrooms. It has 10.5 baths. The house is 10,150 square feet. Like I said, the distribution is perfect. You have a 20-car motor court. You have
a 20-car?
Yes. You can park 20 cars in the front of the house. It has a 3-car garage. It's a guest house. Like I said, I can go on and on forever of that house. But that's
What's
just
the price
one of
point?
them. That one is 13.1 million asking price, and we actually have it available for rent for $49,500 a month.
I'll take it.
Lease. All right, no problem. I actually have a contract in my car, so you guys all heard it. You guys all heard it. She's taking it. Yes, it's available for rent as well. He it's in the market for sale, but if there's someone it's beautiful, and someone lease it for a year, year's time, he also lease it as well.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So your kind of presentation, I'd love to know, because I've been in real estate a couple of years, but as we were talking, I'm more on the kind of TV side of stuff, which I love. What do you do when you go into a presentation like that? You must be so nervous. I'd be like dying.
I'm so happy that you asked that.
Yeah, but
so,
I'd be like,
yes. Okay. And I love that you asked that, because our entire brokerage is built on, of course, everything goes through the eyes. We're usually the underdog, because some of our agents are phenomenal, by the way, because they all sell on a regular basis. Like I think I was talking to you before, we don't hire new agents at the lab. But yes, it's very scary.
Yeah.
You're going into, actually, that listing presentation was with the client, their financial advisor, and their sports agent.
So the other listing that you have, can we talk about that one?
Yeah, sure, of course. That one is 9880 Southwest 87th Avenue. That one we just went live just about a week ago. It was a ton of fun. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the house. We wanted to really impact, agents and marketing, because that was a house that expired and now the lab has it. So our first video, I call them video trailers. I turned myself into an AI robot to show the house. So I'll share that with you later.
Is the one.
Yes, that's the one that I turned into a robot, which is a ton of fun. But even more fun, the house is absolutely gorgeous. Another home built by actually a GC, built it for himself and his family.
Yeah.
So another perfect distribution home. That one is just under an acre, has 5 bedrooms.
Wow.
6.5 bath.
Is that a challenge for you when something's expired and then you take it on? Because obviously there's a reason why it's not been selling, or it's just...
Yes, and I'm glad you asked that. It is a challenge, because people maybe looking at that area have already seen the house. But
okay.
So it's something that it's new for me, but the house has probably been in the market for a while. But that's beautiful. Why?
Yeah.
Because I see the house in a different light. And maybe what I do is I grab from what was done before and I see what was missing. And that's kind of like our superpower, marketing, right? So I show the house in a different light. And again, not ever knocking any agent who's had it in the past,
but
we, inject so much creativity and energy that we even get people. We actually just had a showing that saw the house on the market and never went to go see it. And the first time they saw it was with us, because they saw it different, right? So that's our job as professionals, to really highlight unique features of the house. And this one is no exception. Yes, this house, again, perfect for the family. Humongous kitchen and family area. That one also has a beautiful, pivot door, glass door. So as soon as you walk in,
is it all staged, or is it the original furniture? And would they be open to selling the furniture as well?
That's a great question. This house was under contract after it expired. They were under contract off market, and the buyer defaulted. So this one was a little challenging, but let me share with you that it was a little challenging because they were moving things out. So the house was half staged. But because at the lab, we have our own marketing team, we virtually staged all the areas of the house that didn't have any furniture. So we added that home feeling, that touch. And what we also do is we put a QR code in the house and we put it right by where we take the picture, so that the client can come in, scan the QR code, and see it with their own eyes, how it might look if they live there. So yeah, we definitely take things to the next level. Yeah, so that house is one that we're working on right now. So imagine I'm there.
It's like something from a movie.
It really is. It really is. But I will tell you, our presentation comes from all the losses I had in the past. So one time I went to a presentation and there was 16 brokerage folders on the table. This lady must have interviewed everyone. I won at that time, by the way. She interviewed everyone. Yes. And what I learned from that, it was like, oh my God, there's 15 cards in folder. So we upped our presentation and took it to the next level. Again, I won't go into deep detail on it, but just the way we arrive and how we're showing what our service is definitely next level. I will tell you one thing. I was sitting in Louis Vuitton one day with my wife, okay? And of course, I don't know what she's doing because she's my wife, right? She's just doing whatever she wants to do. And I'm just looking at everyone come in. And I see these beautiful Hermes bags. Like, just holding the bag was beautiful. Then I see the Louis Vuitton bag is beautiful. And then I looked online because I went into a rabbit hole, and people don't even throw away the bags because they're so beautiful, right? Like when you get into that, that kind of style and of course quality of products. So even our listing presentation, I call it the Lab Hermes bag. We have a custom design bag that it's left just for our clients so that we can leave them our presentation.
That's amazing.
So that is just one piece of our puzzle. We're so detailed orientated. And again, it came through all the losses I had to try to do just one extra step to
and
win.
Tribulations.
That's right.
Exactly.
So yes, our listing presentation definitely talks about our service. Of course, we always go into every house understanding what's going on in the area because we want to educate our clients. Look, you always take a sale and you might be overpriced. I get it because we've all been there. So anyone who says that they haven't been there is pretty much lying, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's our job to educate our client and to tell them the truth. Hey, this is what's going on. I know you have a unique product and I'm going to fight for you for that price.
Yes.
But you also have to let them know the truth because if not, you're becoming a yes man. You're just saying whatever it is so you can get that listing and, try to beat them down later. So
well, that's the thing. My friend was selling her $18 million home and she had a friend as the listing agent and I would go and show the house. And she said, you know what, Lucy? She said, I'm scared to tell the owner that we're never going to get 18 million. And yet I'm here every day doing showings. And it's like, it's between, not wasting time. It's an $18 million home, but like you're spending every day there doing showings, open houses. So they took it off the market just for a little while.
Got it. All right, just send me the address as soon as I leave, and I'll make sure.
Actually, you'd be great. You'd be great for the listing.
I'll make sure I can take care of her. Actually, another thing we've built in my career was co-listing. We're big on co-listing, by the way. A lot of agents maybe be great realtors, right? Maybe are great realtors, but marketing is a whole nother animal, right? It's a whole nother business, actually.
And you have a marketing company that goes hand in hand with
in hand, exactly.
That's actually genius.
Yeah, that's how I built my career, by the way. Like I said, I didn't have a network in the millions, but what I did when I was in Douglas Elliman, when I started, is I told the agents, hey, can I co-list with you and I'll do all the marketing for free? And then they were
basically you're doing all the work.
Yes. And then I wanted half the commission and they would tell me, no way. But again, remember, I just started. So they were like, we'll give you 10 grand. And their commission was 280 grand, let's just say.
Yeah.
And then I call it, those were my mopping the floor days. So I was doing everything, mopping the floor, but all I asked them for was to put my name on the listing as the co-listing agent. So, and then that's how I built my business, telling people, hey, look, I have this listing. I'm working with XX agent.
Yeah.
But now they saw me in their space. You see how I use that as a stepping stone to get into the luxury space.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, so
that's amazing.
Now I don't touch a listing unless it's under 50%. Guys, if you want me to help you, I'll work with you, but we're doing it togetger like a team, okay?
I'm sorry, my dog's like going crazy.
No, I love
today.
Your dog.
She's amazing, but she's being very
it's okay.
You're not being very well behaved.
No worries.
So yeah, how do you think the market's going in Miami?
Honestly,
as a professional with all your success, do you think it's going to plummet at any time? What do you think?
So you have the people who say Armageddon is coming, right? On one side, it's not sustainable. Then, of course, you have all these companies coming and opening shop here in Miami. I'm going to be honest. We haven't hit the top of the roller coaster where we're going to start going down yet. I haven't seen that. I think prices are still sustainable and I think people are still buying. There's still transactions going on. Where we are at the lab right now, we've actually had amazing months since the beginning of the year. Of course, things are changing because of interest rates. So I think, deals that are financed are definitely being affected. It's not say, everything's perfect, but I don't see a downturn yet, right? People are still transacting and people are still overpaying for a quality product, right? I think the days of, throwing a house that's in horrible condition and being overpriced are over. Those are over, right?
Yeah.
But if you still have an exceptional product that shows and that is worth it, remember, there's value in time.
It really is.
So a lot of people that are coming, they don't know who to call to redo a house. So if they walk into something that they absolutely love, they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
So I think we're in that space. I don't want to say Armageddon is coming because I don't have a crystal ball for the future. And like I tell people when they ask me, should I get my real estate license? I'm like, I think you should try something
Don't
else.
bother.
Yes.
No, everybody has. I mean, I give my card out. They're like, oh no, I already have my license. Yeah. And it's funny because I always say the exam, coming from my modeling background, it's not easy to get.
No, definitely. And I know a lot of incredible agents who took it, more than one time, right?
Oh yeah, I did. It took me, I think 3 times.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Hey.
One time I walked out because I was that panicky and stressed out. I walked out and left the computer.
No, I can imagine. No, it's definitely, it's not the easiest thing. And you know what? The truth is, it's just, I think you have to have, thick skin.
You have to have thick skin, but what makes me laugh is the exam it has nothing to do with real life,
Oh my
real
goodness.
estate.
Yes,
it's just
exactly.
talking about roofs and this and that. It's,
No, definitely, exactly. And then they throw you into the wild and they say, "Congratulations, you're a realtor."
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Here you go.
And
Go
just
get
drop
business.
you off.
Yeah, definitely. And that's why we don't hire new agents at the lab, because unfortunately we just don't have those trainings. So it's a disservice to them. And like I told you before, we're more, we cater to agents who are professionals.
Are already established.
Exactly. And we want to be their marketing jetpack to take them to the next level in their career.
I love that.
No, definitely.
So we're coming to an end.
Oh my
I want you
goodness.
back on the show. I mean, you're so inspirational, honestly.
Thank
your
you.
story, everything,
Thank
you're
you.
amazing.
Thank you so much. I
And
appreciate
I really
it.
mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I love it. I can't wait to come back. I'll tell you
come
some more
back
stories.
and show
Definitely.
some more listings. And guys, thank you for watching the Beach Channel. Talking everything real estate. We'll be back soon. Bye.